Ah, there we go, another one. So there's the problem, is actually building 3 antennas, because being able to survive the 20 days is not that big of a deal. Once you get the base built, control panel built, no problem. Getting the antennas and such built. We got the power grid up. Order these and see if we can get them built. Turn that off. And we'll order the third one. Actually, I want to order coordination with a telescope. This can hit. Squeeze that in. You can do it. There. That's pretty much all my building structures ordered. Interior things. 1, 2, 3, and 1 for the telescope. We can get anything built here before we run out of time. 11 days. I'm not sure if we're going to have the 20 days be a hard and fast mission over or what. So we'll turn this thing off. One console's up and running. Notice, of course, that the building that I said the highest priority on, right? Where is he going with it? Anywhere but. Typical. Almost been long enough. We should almost have another yellow alert coming up any second. There we go. What did I say? Order up my 4th bed since we're starting to actually get a buildup of bioplastics. Of course, we run out of spares because why? You won't build the robotics factory. Why won't you build that? I have no idea. Okay, let's see if we can get a little bit more metal. A lot more metal. Well, all the controls are built, just in case we actually get around to building the actual structures we're supposed to control. This and running out of that. Still not building the one building I ordered. Come on, take it where you need it to go. Okay, we just need 2 more. Making some spares. Out of it. Get over there and fix this guy. Poor little constructor robot, he's gonna die in the blizzard. He's dead. Oh no. It's just a pile of scrap metal now. Day 15. 5 days to go. Becoming increasingly short-handed here. Another one, another one, another one, another one. Oh my goodness. You can't build anything because you have everybody hiding indoors for blizzards every 5 minutes. Take it to the robots factory. Good. Where's the builder guy? This building. I want a bot workshop and a bot repair station. surviving these 20 days isn't going to be the hard part. The hard part is going to be actually getting these radio antennas up and running. Finally. Make yourself a driller bot. Now we've hit 20 days. Fruit star shuttle. Big surprise. Let's see if we run out of time or if time goes out. Okay, so the time 21 days. We're past 21 days, so 20-day survival limit is not necessarily when the game is over. The game's over when the achievement is met. So that's a good thing. Let's see if we can actually get it to actually get met here. That's the next challenge. I'm going to finish the metal, at least finish the bot. Okay, the 2-a-day blizzards, 3-a-day blizzards are starting to get really frustrating. I suppose the whole challenge of this mission. There we go. Almost been 2 hours of waiting, and they finally decided to put a piece of metal into this bot workshop. If I could just get these guys to actually stay working on it for more than 5 minutes, we'd be all set. Come on, finish this one. There we go. Order up a second driller bot. I'm going to see if I can get 3 driller bots, and then I have to replace the carrier bots. But having a driller bot means now that I am going to be making material out of the mine a lot faster. So we're going to pause again for a bit until we actually get something else accomplished, because as much fun as it is to sit here and watch the same process happen over and over again, it's really starting to drag things down. I do have enough stuff here to build this radio antenna, so we'll fire that off. 1 of the 3 are done. There we go. Congratulations. We'll be right back with the next thing done. Okay, we're up on day 31, hour 17, and he's finally made the second driller robot. I'm going to switch it over to carrier bots because I can't build the constructor bot, which I need, but I'll switch over to carrier bot because I've been working without any carriers for a while here. So now we're just going to see if we can get at least one carrier, then I'll switch to another driller, and then I'll switch back to a carrier. Just keep stuff moving around the base here, and hopefully get to the point where they actually build some more of this stuff outside. So I need the guys working the mines. So they're slowly transporting goods over here. Oh, and have another blizzard. Alright, I'll pick it up again when we get something else accomplished. Okay, we're getting into day 33, and they're finally working on making me the carrier robot that I ordered. Okay, that one's rolled out. I'm going to order the last of the driller bots. That'll give me 3 driller bots. And then I'll order some more carrier bots after that, and then I'll just shut down that bot station. They're still working on spares and semiconductors, but now the 2 driller bots are keeping this processor pretty much full, so 3 will keep it completely stocked. I've prioritized the lab. I'm trying to get them over here to get this lab built because I want to get the vitro meat, and I want to take one of these offline and put a medicinal pad in here. I don't really think I need it, but it'd be nice to do. Or maybe I'll take that off and I'll put in something else. But I really do need to get the extra food income. Because these guys are having a hard time keeping this stocked with food. So, have another blizzard, and I'll see you when something else happens. Okay, we're just about ready to build the 3rd and final driller bot. And that's him. Okay, we're ordering another thing. I've managed to get the lab constructed. I made 3 tissue synthesizers, 1 for each flavor of meat, and I made a workbench. And I exchanged out one of the 2 corn pads for a medicinal plants pad. We don't really need it, but just in case. The other thing I did is when I put the lab in, I was running out of water, so I put another small extractor in. It should keep us with sufficient water for most of our things. I still don't have a water storage, but I'm not really going to see if I can get away with that. I'm not really too interested in seeing that if it's needed. Because basically I'm just waiting on metal to build the last of the radio antennas. And I made a second metal processor, so I've got 2 workers. Instead of the 3 that I normally would have, I got 2 workers, and they're going full tilt. And I got 3 robots going in here, so that should keep us pretty stockpiled. But hey, yellow alert. I'll be back when something else gets happening here, kids. Okay, slow this down. They snuck in a radio antenna here real quick here about a second or 2 ago, and kept my eye on the production because remember I said I got both of these going full tilt here, and these little carrier bots, they just motor like nobody's business. So now we're just essentially waiting for this blizzard to pass. Okay, that would be that for that blizzard. I'm actually partway through building that robot too. Challenge completed. That is it. We have done it. You can now proceed to the final mission. So I'm going to hit continue just for a second. Slow this down to game speed 1. We finally got the antenna built. So we actually didn't even have to have them occupied, just built. I had never managed to get the laser or the telescope functional, but that's no big deal. Definitely things to make sure if you play this one. Having the 3 food sources, not losing your 1 worker and that 1 construction robot right away probably would have helped. But I kept running into starch issues. 2 starches might do it, but you would need to have 2 other foods. 3 starch plants seem to manage quite nicely. I was getting some food warnings, so that's a thing to remember. But the lab, I mean, once the lab's built, you're pretty much, you're pretty good on food, because 3 vitro meat machines can pretty much keep you stocked on food fairly consistency. So you could do, as an early gamble, put the lab down and fill this with one type of thing. I would suggest the maize, which grows slow, and fill this with vitro meat. Put 4 vitro meats in there. That should keep you well stocked. I believe maize and meat gives you burgers, so your people would be eating a lot of hamburgers, but no big deal. Things to remember. Having the bot workshop, getting the extra carrier and driller bots, especially two or three more driller bots, or 2 driller bots, makes a big difference early on. Absolute must have the processing plant going on your first, before you run out of materials, otherwise it's game over. I used the small size cabin with 3 bunk beds, or 3 beds, 4 beds, I mean, and you really don't need anything bigger than that. The control center has to be built fairly early on because of the stupid blizzards from basically every day, 2 a day average. Telescope control is optional. I was hoping to get one of these up and running so I could laser off the things. No, you really don't need any bigger medical bay than this. 1 bed, 1 medical cabinet. This power collector only grayed me out a couple of times, and for the most part I was always well stocked, especially once I got the second large wind turbine going. The mine is absolutely essential on the first day, otherwise you will not have the materials to finish this mission. Time is not critical. I was almost 40 days in to get this done. You're looking at probably about 4 or 5 hours worth of gameplay, and for the most part all I was doing is sitting here watching metal processors grind. But there we have it, kids. Thanks all for watching, and I'll see you all on the next challenge. Good night for now.